So now today's class we are going to study ions. So let us see that in last two classes we have studied molecules of elements, and next one yesterday's class we studied about everybody molecules of compounds.
Compounds.
Now, molecules of compounds and molecules of elements, the bond which is binding the atoms together, which we used to call it as a covalent bond. But now we are going to study, that is what we used to call it as a ions. So this is the most important concept, and ions is different from atoms. So let us see what is ions. We should understand what is ions. Okay. So the smaller particle which constitute, actually we used to call it as what? Atoms. Am I right or wrong? So what is the smallest particle of matter, everybody? Smallest particle or the smaller particle. What is the smaller particles of a matter, which we used to call it as a what? Light, everybody, atom. Am I right or wrong? So now, this atom is made up of three subatomic particles. What is the three subatomic particles, all of you? So keep heading. What is our concept? Ions. So every atom is made up of three subatomic particles. What is that, everybody? That is what we used to call it as a electrons. Electrons are negatively charged. Next one, all of you, protons. So that is what? Positively charged. And next one is what? Neutrons. No charge. No charge in that. Understanding, everyone? Please respond, guys. All of you?
Yes, sir.
Now, one electron, if you have taken, it has 1 unit of negative charge. How much charge? 1 unit of what charge, guys? 1 unit of negative charge. Clear? Same way, one proton is having how much charge? Anybody? 1 unit of what charge?
Positive charge.
1 unit of positive charge. Now, as I already told you, remember, normally if you take any kind of atoms, the number of protons is equals to the number of neutrons. Sorry, neutrons illa, electrons. So that is why the atoms are stable in nature. Means positive charge and negative charge is equal. So that's why we can say atoms are basically stable in nature. So that's what, stable in the sense of electrically neutral. Do you understand, Mari? Generally reacting kadayadu. Charge I am talking. Electrically neutral charge. Purima atoms. You understanding? Chemically they are reactive, but electrically what is the charge of them? Electrically what is the charge of them? Everybody? Neutral. Understanding? All of you? Please write.
You have said that atom is an subdivision.
Atom. Yes, Mari. What? An atom.
Atom is divided into two molecules and ions, you have said, sir.
Yes, Mari. That is what? Atom. Every atom, if you have taken, every atom, first consider it. If you take anything, for example, if I take oxygen atom, what is this atom? Oxygen atom. Number of protons is equals to number of electrons. Purima means protons means positive charge and electrons means negative charge. So the charge of protons and charge of electrons is equal. That's what number of protons is equals to number of electrons. That is why the atom is electrically neutral. That is the meaning I am saying you. Do you understand it? If I take hydrogen atom, it will be containing 1 electron and 1 proton. That is why this is electrically neutral. Do you understand what I am saying? Every atom is electrically neutral. Why? Because of number of protons is equals to number of electrons. That's what we can say. The amount of every atom contains equal number of protons and electrons. Equal number of protons.
So then can we call it as stable?
No, stability is based upon chemical reactivity. That understanding, that is different. This is charge, only electrical charge. Purima? Yes.
In ion, it
Equal-
consists of neutrons, protons, and
Yes,
electrons.
electrons. In that, protons and electrons number is equal for every atom. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes, that
Yes,
is.
sir.
Number of protons and electrons are equal. So because of that, atoms are what? Everybody. Because of that, atoms are what? Everyone. Atoms are electrically neutral. Electrically neutral. Now,
Neutral.
yes. Ions. Ions means what is the definition I have taught you before? Anybody? Anybody can tell? What do you mean by ion? Ion means, keep it in mind, it is a charged particle. What is that, everybody? Ion means what, all of you? Charged particle. Charged particle means, remember, I already told you who will involve in chemical reaction. In chemical reaction. Who will involve in chemical reaction? Everybody? According to Dalton's atomic theory or whatever it is, who will involve in chemical reactions? Basically, we'll say
Ions.
atoms are involved in chemical reaction, but it is not true. Exactly. Who will involve in chemical reactions? Everybody? Electrons are
No.
involving in chemical reaction. That is what? Because protons and neutrons are tightly bounded by the nucleus forces, and electrons are only revolving freely around in what? This is what we used to call it as. What is to call?
Orbit.
Orbits. You understand? Clear? Please respond. So, who will exactly involving in the chemical reaction? Everybody? Electrons. So, some atoms will lose the electron, some atoms will gain the electrons to attain the stability. To attain the what, everybody? To attain the ability. So,
Stability.
that is what we used to call it as ions. So, by loss of electrons, write it. When, very important one, any atom, when any atom loss electrons, it gets positive charge. Sir, how, sir? Sir, loss of electrons, how, sir, positive charge will come? Same way, protons and neutrons in the always remains constant. Next, all of you, if any atom will gain the electrons, when any atom gain the electrons, then what is to call? This is positive. Lost the electrons, positive charge. Gain the electrons, what is to call? Everybody. Please, guys.
Negative charge.
Negative charge. Negative charge. Okay. Negatively charged ions. So, I want to say simply ion. Ion means very simple. Atom will turn up into ion. One is by what? By loss of electrons. Loss of electrons. That is the ion we used to call it as a cation. So, cation is a positive charge or negative charge. Electrons are decreasing.
Positive charge.
Loss of electron. It is a positive charge. Now, atom will gain electrons. Atoms will gain electrons and they will turn up into ions. So then,
So they are gaining and losing to get charged.
yes, if they will lose or gain, very simple. Atom means number of protons is equals to what, Mari? Number of electrons. Purima. So charges remains neutral. Equal and opposite, their atoms are remains neutral in nature. Means electrically neutral. But suppose one electron is lost, then protons number is more or less one electron is decreases. Protons number more or less more. For
More.
example, let me take sodium. What is the symbol of sodium? Everybody tell me.
Na.
What is the symbol of sodium? Na. And what is the atomic number? I already taught you. What is the atomic number? Gokul? Kavya, Agalya, what is the atomic number? Make it quick, everybody. What is the atomic number of sodium? 11. How much?
11.
11. Clear? So now, if you have noticed it, everybody, sodium, number of protons also 11. Number of electrons also, which is equals to what, everybody? Number of
11.
electrons also equals to how much?
11.
11. So that is why 11 protons is equals to 11 electrons. So that atom is electrically what? Atom is electrically what, everybody? Electrically neutral. Understanding? So no charge will be there. So electrically neutral. Now, if you notice it, I removed one electron. One electron gone. Basically, sodium will lose one electron or will lose one electron. Now, what will happen, everybody? One electron gone. One electron is donated. One electron is donated. Means what will happen, everybody? 10 protons is not equals to, 11 protons is not equals to 10 electrons. Am I right or wrong? Everybody? Everyone, please respond. Because one electron gone. So is it
Yes.
11 protons equals to 10 electrons? Is it possible? No. Understanding? So 10 protons will be equals to 10 electron, but extra how many protons is remaining?
1.
One proton is appears to be extra. That is
So
why,
then we call it as cation.
yes, sodium plus 1, or we can say sodium plus, which is also call it as a cation of sodium. Everybody, if you have anything doubt, you can ask. Sorry, not minus, plus. Simply plus means 1 or plus 1 also same. So sodium is plus 1. So it will lose how many electrons? It will lose how many electrons, guys? 1 electron to become stable in nature. Next, everybody, chlorine. So what is the chlorine atomic number? Okay, symbol, tell me, everybody. What is the chlorine symbol?
Cl.
Everybody, Cl. Atomic number. What is atomic number? Means number of
17.
Atomic number means what I said you. Number of
17.
protons. Understanding? Number of protons. So how many protons are there in the chlorine? Everybody. Yes,
17.
please. All of you. Number of protons is, everyone, how much, Amma? 17. So
17.
it will lose. It won't lose. It needs 1 electron to become stable in nature. It needs how many electrons? 1 electron. So later classes I will say you, sir, how you are saying sodium will lose 1 electron, chlorine will gain 1 electron and all. Based upon the concept, call it as valency, which we will discuss in the coming classes. So chlorine will lose or gain 1 electron, everybody. Gain 1 electron. Do you understand, everybody? Please respond. Gain 1 electron. So now, before 17 number of protons, which is equals to 17 number of electrons. 17 number of electrons. So that chlorine atom is electrically neutral or not ion, so charged. Anybody? Chlorine atom is electrically what? Everybody? Electrically neutral in nature. Okay. Now, if 1 electron is added, then what is the total, everybody? Here. What is the chlorine? 1 electron is added. So what is that? Call it as, everybody. 1 electron is added, it will become 17 protons is not equals to 18 electrons. Will you all agree with me, everybody? Please respond. Then 17 protons is equals to 17 electron. But how many electrons is extra? 1 electron is extra. So that is why chlorine will attain negative charge or positive charge? Everybody.
Negative charge.
Negative charge. So Cl minus ion which we used to call it as a cation. What is to
Sir,
call
one doubt,
everybody? Sorry. Which is negative, correct? Sorry, Amma.
Yes, sir.
Anion.
Anion.
Negatively charged means. Negatively charged means what is to call everybody?
Anion.
Anion. Okay. So that is what. Now, two most important
Sir.
things to remember. Yes, Mark.
Sir, they have lost one electron, sir.
Yeah. No, these are gained one electron. Gained means one anion. One extra electron is added. See that. Before
To neutralize it, we have lost one electron, sir.
neutralize is not to attain the stability.
Yes, sir. We
Yes.
have lost one electron, sir.
Where?
In 18 electrons.
Array, we lost lot, Mari. One is extra, Mari. We have only 17 electrons. Chlorine has only 17 electrons. But it will become stable only it will contain 18 electrons. Do you understand my point?
Yes, sir.
Then one electron is extra. Protons are remains constant. Purima. So one
Yes, sir.
electron is extra. So which is dominating charge? Negative charge is dominating. So that's why it is negative. How much dominating? 1. That is why it is Cl minus or Cl minus 1. Purima. Do you understand,
Yes, sir.
everybody? All of you please respond, Amma. Yes. So
Yes, sir.
by gaining electrons, they will turn up into negative charge or positive charge. They will turn up into negative charge. By loss of electrons, they will turn up into what charge? Everybody. They will turn up into positive charge. Negative charges call it as anions. Positive
Anion.
charges call it as everybody.
Cations.
Cations. Please note it. So atoms will turn up into ions by loss of electrons or by gain of electrons. I hope you all understand. Anybody having doubt, you can ask me or else we'll proceed further. Everybody? So by loss of electrons, atoms will turn up into what? Positive ion or negative ion? Everybody. By loss of electrons, atoms will turn up into positive ions or negative ions. Make it quick.
Positive
Loss
ion.
of electrons, positive ion. And gain of electrons, they will turn up into what?
Negative ion.
Negative ions. Okay.
Negative
Abhinami, that's what I said. Sir, how would you say that 17 protons will get stable? When it become 18, can you please say? Ma, protons number will never change. Whose number can change, guys? Everybody? Protons and neutrons. Electrons only can change. Understanding? So now Lingesh question. Sir, does every atom has one U of neutron? Not one U Lingesh. It contains number of. Yes, please tell me.
So then in the previous question, we have in the sodium part, sir, we have lost one electron in proton side, sir.
Proton
one
side,
proton.
not Mari. One proton
Yes, sir.
extra. Before 11 protons equals to 11 electrons in sodium atom. Purima.
Yes, sir.
Now one electron is removed. But still protons are 11 only. And electrons
So we
become
can
10.
gain the electron, no, sir. So that we can gain the electron.
How
no,
you
sir.
can gain? Only by loss it can become stable. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
It will become stable only by loss, Mari.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand it? So,
Yes, sir.
number of protons are 11, number of electrons are 10. So, which is dominating charge? Positive or negative or which is extra? Which is extra?
Positive.
Proton is extra. How many is extra? 1 is
1.
extra. That is why plus 1. 2 is extra plus 2. 3 is extra plus 3. That's what you have to do it. Clear? Everybody?
Yes, sir.
All of you? Kavya?
Yes, sir.
Then in the chlorine case,
Chlorine case, 17 protons and 17 electrons at beginning. So that it is electrically neutral, but not stable. Electrically neutral, but it's not stable.
Okay.
Then, to become stable, it needs to lose one electron. Sorry, need to gain one electron. Do you understand it? 17
Sir, why,
electrons.
sir? But actually it is 17 only, no, sir.
Yes, Mari, 17 means it is unstable. 17 means it is unstable. One electron will gain only, it will become stable. Do you understand?
Sir, yes.
Yes, then number of electrons become 18. Number of electrons become what? 18. But number of protons are still 17 only. So overall charge, which is dominating, one electron is extra. So it is what dominating. That is why it is negative charge. Anybody having doubt till today, till now, you can ask me, or else you can listen. Alfin, understand? Arasani, I want it. Mr. Mari, are you clear or not? Sam, I don't know. Whatever it is, you can. Do it quick, everybody. Any doubt, you can ask me.
No, sir.
Do it, all of you.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, attaining the stability means there should be a concentration of one charge. Sir.
Not one charge, Lingesh. Maybe two or maybe three, based upon its valency. We will study it. That is what atomic number
But
will
it should
study.
not be.
Yes?
But it should not.
I'm not clear with
To
your
attain the
question.
stability.
Yeah.
To attain
To attain the
Atom.
stability,
the atom should not be neutral.
yes, that's what. That is what metals and non-metals basically will say. But if you notice it, that is what we can say structure of atoms. So now the question is, sir, how are you finding contains 17 protons? That is based upon the atomic number. Prudvi, atomic number means, tell me everybody. Lingesh, and one more thing, remember Lingesh. Number of neutrons also almost equals to protons. Almost equals to protons. Purima Lingesh. But not equal always. But not equal in all the elements. Purima. Do you understand
Yes,
what
sir.
I'm saying, guys? So we have three things. Please remember. One is electrons. Next one is what? Protons. Next one is what? Everybody. Neutrons. So neutron number only little variation. So variation in neutron number. Maybe one is extra, one is less, like that. Next, electrons. Remember, always number of electrons and number of protons are what? Number of electrons and number of protons are what? Please respond. Equal. Clear? That is what is called it as a atomic number. Learn it. Atomic number. Atomic number is 1. Means 1 electron, 1 proton. Atomic number is 10. 10 electron, 10 proton. But neutrons maybe varies. That is what I am saying. Now, sodium, if I have taken, sodium atomic number is 11. 11 protons and 11 electrons. Purimara, Prudve? Understanding? Atomic number itself is a number of protons. And number of protons always equals to number of electrons. Chlorine, 17. 17 electrons, 17 protons. Purima Tambe?
Yes, sir.
That's all it
Yes,
is.
sir.
Okay. Atomic number will gives you number of protons and number of electrons. Anybody having any doubt, you can ask me. Okay, wow. Shivani always late, 40 minutes almost late to the class. I don't know what is the use of joining now. Do you understand, everybody? Please respond, guys. All of you. So, but number of neutrons, they are not too low. They will vary. Slightly they will vary. Purimara, for example, sodium if I take, number of protons are how many? Number of protons are how many?
11.
11. Number of electrons are how many? 11.
11.
But number of neutrons are 12. Number of neutrons are how many? 12. So how many extra? How many extra?
1 next.
1 extra. Now chlorine, number of electrons are how many?
17.
Number of protons are how many?
17.
Number of neutrons are 18. So totally 18 plus 17 how much? 18 plus 17 how much?
30.
30 or 35 or?
35.
35. Like that it will vary. Do you understand, Mr. Pradeep? Prithvi? Mari?
Understands.
Yes, sir.
That's all. So number of protons will gives you number of electrons. Sorry, atomic number will tells us always how many electrons are there and how many protons are there. Any problem, anybody you can tell me. Are you clear? Yes, please respond, guys. All of you?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So right next. All of you. First, definition of ions. So ions are two types. What is the two types of ions, everybody? Cations, and next one is what?
Anion.
Anion. Cations will formed by loss of electron or gain of electron. Everybody. Loss of electron. Understanding? Anions will formed by everybody.
Gain of
Gain of electrons. Gain of electrons. Anybody having any doubt, you can ask me, or else we'll proceed. Are you clear? All of you? Both are called it as a ions only. So write the definition of ions. I am calling alpine, otherwise leave from the meeting. Do you understand? Or else can I repeat it? Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, right. Answer. Ion. The charged species obtained by gaining or what is to call everybody? Lossing of electrons by an atom is known as, what is to call everybody? Yes, please. Is known as, what is to call, guys?
ion.
Ion. Purima? Yes, please. Yes? Yes or no? No. See that.
Yes.
Sodium, an example I am taking from example. Sodium is a metal or non-metal or everybody? Metal. So it will turn up into sodium plus ion by loss of how many electron? By loss of how many electron? 1 electron. Next, chlorine is a metal or non-metal? Everybody? Chlorine is a metal or non-metal? Non-metal. It will gain the negative charge by what? By receiving. By gaining of how many electrons? Please respond. 1 electron. So, this is what ions. When metals and non-metals will combine together, chemically combine together, then they will form ionic compounds. Very, 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 very important. So, ionic compounds, most important one. Sharing of electrons, what compounds will form? Make it quick. Sharing of electrons, what compounds?
Elements and molecules.
Molecules only, Mari. I am asking what compounds is called it as. If it is ions, ionic compounds. Normally
Molecular
molecules
compounds.
means
Molecular
covalent. Hello, covalent.
Sir, that is covalent bond.
Bond is covalent bond.
Yes,
Compound
yes.
is covalent compound. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All of you. So non-metal and non-metal will react. It will form covalent compound. Covalent compound. And it is sharing of electrons or donating or losing of electrons. Only, please respond, sharing of electrons. By sharing of electrons only, they will form the compounds, call it as. What compounds? Everyone. What compounds, guys? Covalent compounds. Now, ionic compounds is formed by ions. How many ions? Everybody? How many ions? Cation and as well as what? Anion. Means cation will formed by metal, anion will formed by non-metal. So, when metal react with a non-metal, what will happen, everybody? When metal react with a non-metal. So please respond. What will happen? Metal react with the non-metals. Then which compounds will come? Everybody. Yes, Ra? All of you. Ionic compounds. Yes. Ionic compounds will come. Okay. So that is what we used to call it as a ionic compounds. Anybody having, you can ask me. Sir, sharing of electrons and loss of electrons both are same only. No. Sharing of electrons and loss of electrons is not same. Do you understand, everybody? Sharing of electrons, they both are having the electrons with them. Understanding? But losing of electrons completely transferred to the atom. Gaining of electrons completely receiving the electron. Do you understand, Abhirami? All of you, everybody, please respond, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So, gain of electrons or loss of electrons, you can see they are formed actually ions. So, the ions, the compounds formed by these ions, what is the compounds we used to call it as? Everybody. Ionic compounds, and the bond present between them is called it as a ionic bond. What is the bond name? Everybody?
Ionic bond.
Ionic bond.
Ionic bond.
Clear? Everyone? Yes, please. Everybody?
Yes.
Yes. That is what you have to remember. So, now I will write one. Oxygen O2 minus. Can you tell me? Oxygen gain the electrons or lost the electrons? Oxygen
Gain the
gain the electrons or
Gain
oxygen
the
lost the electron. It has been gained the electrons completely. That is why negative charge. Purima, Ellame. Yes, please. Now, magnesium atom turn up into magnesium ion 2 plus means, what does it mean? Everybody.
lost electron.
Loss of how many electrons? Loss of 2 plus. Loss of how many electrons? 2 electrons.
Two
Clear?
electrons.
Everybody. Please respond.
Yes, sir.
That is what. So, you should remember now 2 points. Positive charge on the head are positive ions. Positive ions means it is, all of you remember, they are cations. And next one, negatively charged means anions, which is what? Okay, I hope you all understand. Anybody having doubt, you can ask me. Clear, guys? All of you?
Sir.
Yes, please. Understand, Ra?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Next, most important point I want to say you. This is nobody knows. Now, I will take the sodium atom. What is this one? Everybody? Sodium atom. And this is the sodium ion. Same way, I will take the chlorine atom. And this is the chlorine ion. The beautiful thing which you have to remember, which is scientifically also proven that, remember all of you, the size of cation, the size of, write this point, very important point, the size of cation, okay, cation is always smaller, because one electron is removed, so the size will be little bit less, smaller than its neutral atom. It's a neutral atom. What do you mean by neutral atom? Electrically charged. Electrically charged atom is only called as a what? Neutral atom. Puri mama. Everyone? So the size of the cation is always smaller than its neutral atom. And the size of the anion. Size of what? Anions is larger than its neutral atom. Do you understand, everybody? Mari, Lingesh? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please write it. Do you understand, everybody? Yes?
Yes, sir.
That is what?
Sir.
So sodium ion is smaller than sodium atom, but chlorine ion is bigger than chlorine atom. This is what is that. Always remember, cations are smaller than atoms. Which atoms? Neutral atoms. Anions are bigger than the atoms, which are, what is that? Larger than the neutral atoms. Okay, guys, because they will gain the electron and this will what? Lose the electron. Clear, everybody? Please respond. Loss of electron size will decrease. Gain of electron size will increase. I hope you understand. Anybody having doubt?